northeast. 4 miles north of Jayton, moving south-southeast at 15. Very large hail, up to tennis ball size hail, anywhere from golf ball to tennis ball size hail, meaning between 2 to 3 inches in diameter. And it looks like winds could be very strong with this storm, at least up to 65 miles an hour or higher. At this point, here's a community of Jayton, and looking northeast, about 3 miles an hour. Just got an update. A wind of 85 miles per hour, northeast winds currently being reported in the Jayton mesonet. So again, you had the winds earlier of 65. Now that the storm is moving closer to Jayton, the winds are up to 85 miles an hour. This is still a very dangerous thunderstorm for the community of Jayton, indicating the large hail earlier, the very strong winds, a very strong cyclonic rotation with this particular thunderstorm. So again, it continues to make its way towards Jayton. On the backside of that, hail size has decreased a little bit with the portion of the storm that's north and west of Jayton. Looks like around the Girard community. It looks like very strong winds there, heavy rainfall, very strong winds in the Jayton community. So again, you need to stay in your safe shelter if you're in the Jayton area. Again, a very intense thunderstorm occurring in that area. And I'm looking, Steve, have you seen anything more than what I've got right here? Have you gotten any more information or updates?
As I check in on this, the tornado warning remains in effect for northwestern Stonewall, southwestern King, northeastern Kent, and southeastern Dickens counties until 5:15. We just had a report of that. I think you mentioned this, 85 mile per hour wind gust at the Texas Tech Mesonet station, 1 mile south-southeast of Jayton. Again, the Doppler indicating this strong storm with some low-level rotation, and again, this is an indication of a possible tornado. And as you mentioned, it was just noted 4 miles north of Jayton, moving to the south-southeast at about 15 miles per hour. And again, very large hail, potentially up to about the size of a tennis ball. Destructive straight-line winds are also expected with this dangerous storm. Again, Jayton, Peacock, and Swinson areas are at particular risk from this storm. You should already be in cover. If you are not, take cover now. Again, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. If you don't have a basement, if you can't go underground, avoid windows. If it's a mobile home, a vehicle, or outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. That could be putting your arms over your head, your hands over your head, blankets, also mattresses. You may not be aware, but there's been a new tip added to tornado safety rules, and that is bicycle helmets, especially if you have children. Put the bicycle helmets on them. That will help protect their heads. And again, mattresses, pillows, even blankets, your arms if necessary, to protect the rest of your body. As we have mentioned, the storm is moving to the southeast. Very heavy rainfall associated with this. There may be some flooding around Jayton and Girard. We are looking at this storm moving toward the Peacock area at this point. We are about to get a report from David Drummond, our storm chaser. David, tell us where you're located to start with.
Okay, right now I'm just north of Ashburn, right where Baker's west.
Tell us what you're seeing, David.
Okay, we're basically I've been able to get a glimpse of the wall cloud back to the west towards Jayton. It's real hard to see because there's so much rain and the roads are just really not cooperating, but there's a pretty good sized wall cloud back in there. I can't tell if it's rotating from this distance.
We are getting indications of several areas of potential rotation. One of them is nearly over Jayton at this point. No TVS is indicated, but we are getting strong indications of a mesocyclone with that. And then about 5 miles northeast of Jayton, we are also getting indications of rotation and perhaps a hail core with very large hail. Again, that is about probably about 5 miles or so just to the northeast of the Jayton area. Actually, it's about 6 miles northeast of the Jayton area. So that storm is making very slow progress to the southeast towards your location. And as you mentioned, the rain is making it difficult to see, so we're getting indications of very heavy rainfall from this. David, what are your winds like?
They're actually fairly calm out here at the moment. When I came down from the north, we got into some stuff about 60. I actually tried to approach it from Guthrie going west, and between west of Guthrie there, I got into some baseball hail and busted the windshield out. But, I came back and came this way, and we got in some 60-mile-an-hour outflow. But here just north of Ashburn, it's not too bad. I think we're getting about 20, 25 maybe.
There's a second cell that's much smaller that's very near the Aspermont area and out to the west. Is that one affecting you much?
No, the one that you're talking about there, which kind of look on it looks like is back to Fort Jayden. And that's the one I'm looking back there, and we saw the wall cloud on before the rain covered it up, and I couldn't see it anymore.
And that is one that we're not getting much indication as far as any storm motion, interior storm motion with that one. It's primarily, let me try that again here as we move back into this. We are getting some rotation indicated now at the center of that storm southwest of Aspermont. Very strong indication, mesocyclone, good chance of hail with that, perhaps up to about 1.5 inches in diameter. Looking at very high tops with that one as well. The cell that's near Jayton and extending back towards Guthrie is indicating a lot of lightning, however, with that storm. Are you seeing that at this point?
Let me interject. Winds just hit 92 miles an hour in Jayton.
92 mile per hour winds in Jayton on the Texas Tech Mesonet.
Mm-hmm.
And David, are you still? Go ahead.
I think we're talking about two different storms there. That one that you're looking at that's got the rotation by Jayden, that's where I was seeing the wall cloud. This other cell that's just kind of popping up to the southwest of that spot and just kind of starting to spin a little, doesn't look that great yet.
Yeah, we are getting some indication potentially of a hook forming. It looks like it's just near to south of the Jayton area at this point. That would be pretty much west of Peacock as we look at this. Getting, again, this is basically centered near Jayton. Very strong mesocyclone indication there. Possibility of some hail too, but Doppler is indicating what could be the beginning of a hook.
The meteorologist 2 miles north of Peacock.
Are we?
North of Peacock can't see a tornado, but does see rotation.
2 miles, there's a meteorologist 2 miles north of Peacock reporting.
Yeah, can't see a tornado, but there may be rotation.
Did you catch that, David?
Yes, sir. I'm actually going to head on 610 southwest out of Aspermont here. I think I can get in front of them and really get in there and see what y'all are looking at. If I can, finally, I'm getting a road that cooperates.
All right, that storm again appears to be drifting slowly to the south-southeast, or at least the center of that rotation.
Okay, that's just up here right out in front of it, then. I've been trying to get west where I can see there's just so much rain, I can't see a long distance into it. And so the roads are keeping me too far east to really see that area that you're talking about. But finally, this road's going to go southwest. I think I can maybe get ahead of it finally.
Let's see where he's going to drop just right here, going southeast, or excuse me, not southeast, southwest,
Heading
on FM 610, and then he's going to look at it from that angle.
Heading out of Aspermont. Keep in mind that, of course, will put you in line with the storm's movement right now, the center of the circulation, David.
Okay, well, we'll try to be real careful with it.
I know you always are.
I didn't do too well with the hail a while ago, but yeah, I feel pretty bad. There's a lot of cars out coming through there. I'm pretty sure they got beat up pretty bad.
And again, the hail has been, very large hail has been one of the main concerns with these storms as we've been going through the night after the concern of tornadoes. And we still have a tornado warning that is in effect, centered very much near Jayton. It's that storm that we've been talking about with the apparent circulation, and we have had reports of visible circulation. The possibility of a hook, it's developed a little bit more very near Jayton, just to the south of the Jayton area currently. Imagine that there's some pretty strong inflow into that storm, although you had mentioned your winds weren't that bad at the moment. Storm radial velocity is indicating that we do have opposing wind fields there very near Jayton at this time. So folks in the Jayton area need to, again, stay in your safe shelter. This storm, of course, has a tornado warning issued for it. Even without a tornado, it would be a serious storm, a dangerous storm with the possibility of the high winds that you've heard reported near 90 miles per hour. The straight line winds can and do a lot of damage out here in the West Texas area in any given year.